Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I am going to do a disassembly to clean my Louqe Ghost S1 PC, and I will take you through it and how much time you need to disassemble the computer to clean it. And then I'm gonna do a part 2 on this one, assembly, because I need to change the screws on the top AIO because they came too short and it didn't fit the bracket with the fans and the rad all together. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, we took the sides off. I got a little magnet, so you guys, I think it's the best idea if you do it also when you're unscrewing small screws. It's nice to have a magnet around. So I'm starting with the 4 screws on top, so I can try to remove or take to the side the radiator from this one. I will probably need to take out, maybe not, let's see. No, it will just sit on the side like this. Oh my god, this is dirty. Check this out. And this hasn't been cleaned for I don't know, 3 months, 4 months maybe. Jesus Christ, I need one more thing. Yeah, I need one more tool. Okay, so I did some zip ties around the case, so it will actually go much smoother with all the assembly. For example, I tied up a zip tie from the graphics cards to the case, so it stopped wobbling like this. Because it's, yeah, it will wobble. If you have the fan spinning, it will always vibrate, so I just had a zip tie to hold it together. Okay, next one, I will do the graphics card because I think it's the easiest one to start with. You have a little bracket in the back. I will lift the bracket and then screw it back in so it doesn't stay loose while I take everything apart. You have a brake on this one to hold it, or like a safety pin, not a brake. And let's see, power out. Maybe if I unscrew the other screw, because there are 2 holding it together. Yep. Okay. I have a RX 580 inside. To fit this one, you actually need to cut a ½ centimeter from the top, so you can actually see how much I cut. So I cut from this side to this here. So I had to cut ½ centimeter along it. You can take this off and just have a miter saw, you know, and it will just go great. I did a great cut, because it won't fit inside this corner here. It will actually hit this side, because it's actually on inside this line. Even if it's a little bit on the outside, it's actually no problem if a graphics card is not like 2 spaces exactly, because this one is not 2 spaces. It has like 3 millimeters on top here, so it's not actually flush with this metal. It's a little bit more high, but luckily when you're putting the sides on, you have at least ½ centimeter here, because this is the rail and this is actually inside the rail, so the panel is actually ½ centimeter outside. So it actually, you can get a graphics card that is not exactly on the edge of that bracket, so it's no issue if you get a slightly bigger graphics card. Okay, I will take the safety pin from here, take out this bracket slowly so I don't destroy the ribbon, unplug this power cable from the other side, and I need to see actually, see how am I doing this. Yeah, I think I can take the motherboard first. I think, not very sure. I'm not exactly remembering this, but we will try now. Don't lose the screws. As we talked before, now we need to unplug the SATA cable from the SSD. The SSD is behind the power supply. I have my first video is on that, where I made the holes larger on this bracket, because it had holes but it needed to be larger for the screws to actually pass through to catch the SSD. So you can actually mount an SSD behind here, so you can watch my first episode on this build if you are curious how to do this. Okay, and this looks a little bit more tight than I thought. I'm gonna start with this. I can't unplug that one. Let's see. Man, this is so dirty. I didn't expect it to be so dirty. It's like a dust magnet. Okay, so you can see the SSD here. I have a SanDisk 480 gigabytes. Man, these are tight. Oh, shit. Okay, managed to do it. Okay. The cables, I didn't have the money to buy cable mounts because they are bloody expensive. So if you're good with soldering, then you can make your own custom cables from I mean, you can see I soldered each and every one. So you can make your own custom cables if you are good with a gun to solder. If you're not skilled enough, maybe you can take it to somebody that is, and it will be a lot cheaper than cable mod. Cable mod, you need to sell your half a kidney or something to get some cables from cable mod. I think it's way too expensive. They're really nice, and for the ones that don't think it's expensive, I think it's expensive. But yeah, opinions are different. So yeah, for me, I'm not a fan of these guys because of the price. I really love the job they do. It looks fantastic with their cables, but I think that it's a little bit too much on the price. Okay, now the tricky part. Take out this fan and pass the cable through here so it doesn't interrupt with what we are doing. This is a really easy case despite all the wrong things with it. The design is really nice. It's a well cooled case. If you are curious, I still don't have any problems with temperatures. I have actually my second video, and my first and second video are based on the air cooling system that you can put inside. The second video shows you how to bend the Noctua cooler so you can fit it in, the big one. And also the first one is the install of that and the SSD. Okay, now let's see how this goes. Okay. Well, it went okay. I don't want to take apart this from this because it's not that necessary. I can work with it like this. The rubber feet I have done myself. I just went to the hardware store, got some rubber feet with some screws, because the ones you get with the case are rubbish, like completely rubbish. You need for the screws, you need a Torx T10 screwdriver for these little screws, and for all the other screws you need a PZ2 star screwdriver. This is a European standard, and this is the back. And now you are left off with this great thing here. So this was what it was here. We have 16 minutes, and I thought probably you can do it in 10-12 minutes, disassemble everything. It's quite easy. It's really nice to work in this one. I really enjoy. This is easy to clean, even if most people think that it's a pain in the ass. It's not that bad to work in this one. It's actually quite okay. Okay, so I will end it here. I will clean up all the parts, and then I will do a part 2 on this one, a assembly video. And thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe hit the bell icon and like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you don't dislike it. You can leave a comment down below in the video telling me what you think. Anything, it's okay. I will try to answer all the comments if there are questions or critiques. So thank you so much. See you next time.